All right, recording in three, two, one. And welcome to this week's episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. Oh man, AD, how are you feeling today?
Man, it's been a pleasant day. You know what I mean? It's been really chill. I'm feeling good today. How about you, man?
You know what? I'm gonna be real. I don't have the energy as usual for this intro. I'm in the middle of a move, and I've been moving stuff, been moving beds, been moving tons of crap all day.
Oh yeah, I already
And
know.
But you know what? I'm dedicated to this show. I was like, this show is gonna the show is gonna go on.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. So listen, man, we are we gonna continue to do this. I mean, a fun week though. I mean, this is our manga of the month week. So you know,
Hmm.
I'm excited to talk about our manga of the month, which is the Prince of Tennis. You know, there's some other fun chapters coming out this week.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a very interesting week. Like in terms of manga, a lot of good stuff coming in. You know, we sat to see one go, Time Paradox Ghostwriter, but I.
Hey man, we done praising new mangas on this show. We're the curse. We're the problem. Every time we hey listen, every time we you know what I mean, every time we praise something, give a new manga some love, some praise, like hey man, they doing this, they doing that. Man, they get canceled like the next week. And then I just look
Exactly.
it's
It's so sad, dog. Bro, it happened to Bone Collection. It done happened to this. You know, we done had Zip Man fall off. It's been Guardian of the Witch. It's so
man,
sad.
bro, just man, they getting tapped out left and right. I mean, there's some good ones though that like we needed to have been like Undead Unluck. I guess is
Yeah.
supposed to be good.
I heard
Uh,
I heard Yozakura Family. I heard that was pretty good.
yeah. I mean, so there's some stuff. There's still stuff here for us, but it is sad to see ones where it's like, yo, like I'm like, yo, just to see, like,
Yeah,
I can
man.
see the promise of this, bro. Hey, I was hyping up Time Paradox like crazy. We were.
Exactly. Like it was so good. Like the story, the characters, how do you go to the I want to know how this microwave even came to be. Like where did this come from? Like the interesting part of itself is like it's very introspective, and it I think it's talking to like the readers and also the writers themselves. It's like how do you create a story like this? Where do you introduce these characters? At what point do you really mess with the readers? And I think like Time Paradox was really getting deep into all of that, and I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
like
definitely.
it's sad to see it go.
Nah, definitely. You know, Spy Family's playing game with us. Hey,
Bro, it's been a month. It's been a month. The fact that
hey,
hey, bro, this is how you know it's been a month too. The fact that like we came into Spy Family with the Prince of Tennis. If you go back and listen to that, it was like, yeah, man, we got introduced to Prince of Tennis the next week with Spy Family and shit. And now look at this. A whole month later, we still ain't get to see the end of that match, dog. I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt. They playing games.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. They've been changing the date every single time I look on there. Hey, I looked on there. It said 7 days. Next day I looked on it was like 14.
14
I
days.
was like, oh, what? I was like, what is this? What is this?
Ah,
I'm not feeling them. I'm not feeling them. But no, they're back next week.
yeah, they are.
Well, speaking of coming back, uh, Dr. Stone got a nice revival going on.
Oh, that boy came back. Oh man, the QB, the Tom. He
Hey,
came
listen, I'm not giving him no cheers yet. He need to show me something.
back. Hey man, look, I'm giving him slight praise because that final panel with him and I forgot his name, Ryusui, in the plane,
Man,
just
look,
about to take off, bro. They about to have a whole science fair war, bro. I'm telling you, this is about to be fantastic. Like,
listen, hey, Senku gotta show me something. I'm not praising him until first game back. Like, I'm not. He ain't getting no praise from me, boy. You better prove yourself. You coming back from injury. I'm
he
very
playing
skeptical.
injured. What do you mean? He playing injured, bro. He
Yeah, listen,
playing.
I got man. Listen, he better, like I said, show me something because he getting zero praise on this side.
All I'm saying is he might drop 30 on us. I ain't even gonna
He
hold you.
might.
Like he
He might drop that in the first game. You need to put up a consecutive 30 game performance. for me to say, "Oh, Senku back." This might be a shell of Senku. Senku's gonna mess around and get a calculation wrong or something.
Please.
It's gonna look shaky for the boy. He's gonna be 0.001 off, and I'm gonna be like,
not letting it slide.
I'm not letting him slide at all.
Man.
I mean, they got a plane though.
Yeah, they do. Like,
they got a plane and a Navy boat. Like, let's really think about this.
Bro, I'm telling, bro, they really about to go to war. They like on some like advanced wars type shit.
Man,
like,
listen, this is modern warfare. Dr. Stone, Modern Warfare 2.
Land, sea, and air.
Land, sea, and air, bro. Listen, they're going crazy, man. This is solid Senku right here, bro. he got the eye and everything already.
Oh man, this is about to be great.
That's enough Senku praise, man. That's it. You not get no more nicknames for you, pal. You gotta prove, like I said, show me something. Prove yourself. Why are you back alive?
I will say this: it is kind of funny because Senku do get the women. He's about to like shorty asks to everybody on the cruise, like, surely he doesn't just like to propose to people just as like, you know, get out of a situation. Everybody look to the side, just like, he actually got married and then he got divorced, and she just shook like, dang, like Senku gets play.
Man, he do. I mean, he's the smartest one there. They choosing up.
Yeah,
they trying to survive in this world. That's why. Hey, once the world's built, they're gonna forget about them.
Oh man, oh no, bro, nah, man.
Whatever, bro. Hey, listen, social media gonna come back. Social media gonna come back. It's over for Senku. Senku's gonna be getting dogged on Twitter every day.
He's going, bro. What do you mean? He's gonna be the savior of mankind, bro. What are you talking about?
Whatever. When that thing come out on Senku. Okay, when that come out on Senku.
You're right. Whole thread.
It's over.
Senku is gonna get canceled.
He's immediately, bro. They're gonna find something. He was definitely throwing a slur or something around, bro. Them early tweets, they're gonna pull up them early Senku tweets.
Oh man, I'm crying. Man.
Listen, I don't trust him. I do not trust him. I know Chrome's sick too. Chrome just got his shine. Chrome was QB1, got a game. He went stupid, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Showing out. Rallied
the team together, did all that just for getting put on the bench next week. Man, he should demand a trade. Get him out of there.
Get him out of there. He gonna go to the other side and he gonna start building for them. Oh man, that'll be hurtful.
That would be hurtful if what if Senku gets triple crossed? That'll be wild. I mean, he's been crossed before, but
I don't think. I'm interested to see how this goes. All in all, though, like they about to have the showdown with the planes, and I'm really excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Like I said though, and Senku better put on a streak of fucking inventions. He better invent everything,
bro. I'm telling you,
thing.
we are really in a science fair. I want you to understand this. Like this man is.
If he does not, man, bro. If he does not go crazy in this science fair, he better pull up with. I don't even know what. He needs to pull up with something. What with a Ferrari?
He's gonna pull up with a whole grenade launcher, like raining siege on the castle. I would wild out if Senku had a grenade launcher, dog. I would.
Oh man, I'm surprised they don't have a grenade launcher. I feel that would have been. I would have been made a grenade launcher. I would have made a grenade launcher before I made a gun. You know,
it would make sense if they decided to do one now because it's like, oh shit, they actually got like stronger guns.
Bro, I'd have been on my Chief Keef. I'd have got some flashbangs. Bro, these niggas made a Glock 40. Maybe. They made a deuce. They made a little Peggy Sue, bro. I would have been like, nah, nigga, we going for it. Man, we going with the Draco. That's what I want.
Oh, man. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I need like the whole RPG. Like I need somebody with the Bakugo cannon arm, bro. Just like
Hey, they shot one of the planes up the air mid-science fair. That's how they introduced their science project. Mid-science fair, they just blow one of them planes up.
Yeah, we got the cannons on deck now on the side of the
Oh
boat.
man, on the side of the boat. Oh, that would be shady. I would crown Dr. Stone if they did that. If they introduced the RPG like that, would be funny. Oh man. Speaking of destruction.
Oh Jesus.
Man, my heroes just keep cranking them out. They keep just getting more and more negative each week.
It does. And I think we all knew that it was gonna happen like this, but like I don't think we really knew the details of how graphic it would be. Like, you know, I feel like when I think we had this talk like a long time ago about like how do the villains get on top? Like, you know, especially when we saw Shiggy wake up and he's waking up everybody and Gigantomachia is coming towards him and everything like that way back.
Hey, okay, hold on. We're really gonna touch on that immediately.
Yeah.
Why? Why did they wake him up? How? What didn't work? That's what I need to know. What didn't work? And not only did he not go to sleep, he smoked everyone.
Exactly.
Like that little bro, they didn't even show like everyone laying, they just showed a hand. Just one hand, just dead, bro.
I was looking like, bro, and you really thought, bro, we really had hope that like, you know, Kirishima threw the thing in his mouth to like, oh, put him to sleep and everything, but just to see him just like rampaging still, like not stopping at all.
There's nothing, man. She was like, one shot will do it. Nope, boy, should have get that boy the whole keg. That was your problem.
Oh my god,
Momo, you can't be. Momo gotta take some blame on here. You not fully in the. You knew you needed more than one.
Did she though? Like
yeah, she did.
I don't know, man. Like you really can't tell if that's her first. But that's what I'm saying though. If you really don't know like your opponent for real, you would just think, oh shit, if I just throw some shit in his mouth, I
would have made him OD.
Damn, that shit hurt, bro. I ain't gonna
I would have made him OD. Throw every single one in there. Don't miss. None of you better miss. Every single one.
Hold his jaw wide open. Everybody.
No, listen, you bet not miss. I promise the guy y'all miss, y'all got to deal with me after this. Like, even if we both dead, I'm gonna see you in the afterlife. Like if you miss, like I would have been like, nope. Listen, y'all better tap in.
Oh my god, niggas gonna be waiting at the pearly gates. Like
I would have made so many of them joints. Bro, I'm telling you, you would have thought it was a college party going on. How many of them I would have made?
Then it had
we would have been having kegs. Put that boy on a keg stand.
Having this man chug everything. Like, nope, don't let up. No, it's your birthday. Keep going.
It would have been one of those. No, it's your birthday, so make sure that you always have a shot in your hand. That would have been him.
Oh man.
Listen, she didn't come prepared. That's what happens. Listen, sometimes overkill is okay.
Yeah. In this case, yes, because he's definitely going overkill. Like he ran through about 6-7 cities.
It's drill time. It's drill time. You better there's no like caution in drill time. You go overboard, bro.
Oh man. You have to. In this case, you have to. You got to go plus ultra, like for real. Like
every move got to be plus ultra. Listen, I may not be in your turbo all the time. You better dig deep. That's what plus ultra is about.
Exactly.
You got to dig deep. But like I said, he didn't. Mr. Old Man, who is dead now, did not have this plus ultra moment.
I'm so sad.
I need my praise.
I said he might have one in him. I did. I said he might. I wanted to see it happen, but it is what it is.
I'm like 2 for 2 on predictions right now, and I just need my praise. I told y'all like Eraserhead's gonna be one to catch the bullet. They can't.
Look. Speaking of Kim catching the bullet, we got to talk about that moment though when he did catch the bullet. We got to talk about that, like, because this man caught the bullet and immediately sliced his leg off, like immediately.
Listen, man,
he's cold.
He's a different breed, bro. He's a different breed. I mean, that's all we can say about him, man. Listen, one thing I appreciate about what you gonna call it? One thing I appreciate about Eraserhead in this story is that he's really one of the most human superheroes in a sense
Yeah.
of his power doesn't really give him extra powers. Like at the end of the day, like he's just still a regular dude. You know,
Yeah.
like Endeavor, like he has, you know, his actual body is more powerful. Like even though no, all these other guys, you know, all he could do is just even the playing field for himself. After that, it's strictly hands.
Exactly.
And he's nice with it. He's nice with it, man. Listen, you know, and the fact that he was just, man, the fact that he cut off his own leg and just all that, man, like he, you know, it really it makes you respect him as a hero. The fact that he's able to make these decisions, and I feel that him being as human as he is allows him to kind of be more rational than everyone else because he has to think like that regardless of whatever battle he goes in because he knows
Exactly.
that, you know, his life is way more susceptible to death. He's way more susceptible to harm than anyone else. And so I think just see him, man, bro. He's a cold piece. Eraserhead is a cold piece.
Definitely. We gotta give praise to Eraserhead for the heads up play and like, you know, they kind of gave us the pump fake where it's like, why are they showing Eri in this situation? Maybe it's his flashing back to thinking about, you know, I still have to do things for Eri and himself. Like he's really like he really cares for all the people around him as his place in the story. And it's amazing to see him still go to these lengths to even stop Shigaraki, even though like he flinched in that spare moment where Shigaraki got his powers back. But it's like, you know, you still have your quirk. So like you can still help out in the battle. Like
yeah. Man, listen, Shigaraki's in here. He's moving like a madman. He's just, bro, he was about to put Eraserhead through the ground, dog.
Oh my god.
Listen, if Todoroki doesn't show up, he's 2 for 2 on kills.
Exactly. Shout out to Todoroki for that play, bro.
Hey, listen, I know Sid's gonna listen to this episode now, Sid, because I know you're gonna turn this episode on. And you were being, man, there's been a lot of Todoroki disrespect. Now, granted, I like the poke fun, but I still know who Todoroki is. And the fact that he pulled up, he did his daggone thing, bro. He did what he needed to do.
He did. He made the play. Like, you can't help it. Like,
he broke away from the pack. He broke away from the pack and everything. He was like, no, y'all niggas ain't the only ones having fun.
Exactly. Mills put out on Twitter today the father-son Kamehameha. I was like, oh yeah, no, I gotta see that.
Oh man, if they do the final.
What is it's the prominence burn or something like that?
And the prominence burn with the absolute zero?
Oh my god.
Listen, dog, it's gonna get muy negativo in this in these upcoming weeks, man. I like it. I love it. I like it, man. I like where they're heading with this. It's just, you know, man, you know, we get a 10-year sighting, and we're like, where you been at this whole time, like, guy? His superhero uniform don't got a single scratch on it. He don't got a single. His little suit is nice and shiny. He's in no action. Everyone knows they're putting their life on the line. This man's just over there like.
Folks got lifelong scars, limbs torn apart, and this man got the shiniest armor.
The shiniest armor. We gonna see now. Listen, I've been talking. You about to have your moment. What you about to do, Mr. Class Rep?
Oh man. This is gonna be so sad. I want him to have an arc. I want him to grow. I want him to see like everything that happens after this. I need him to have some wounds on his scars. I need to have him like deep engravements. He got to show up in the post-time skit with like a diamond encrusted armor, bro. Like I don't care. Like if you gonna come out flexing shiny steel, bro, you got to be like running through people. Like have Kirishima as your tank, and like y'all just dash at 200 miles an hour and just like blow shit up. Like I need some shit like that.
Hey, listen, Stuart Okacho is about to be the one showing up. We already know he's not in the play. He's not getting taken out in 2 seconds. They're about to have there's about to be a woman empowerment moment. I'm about to go up.
Oh man, it's about to be crazy.
It's about to be crazy. And okay, last thing. You really think Deku Mom life is on the line right now? You think Deku Mom?
Well, part of me thinks so. Like I actually thought of that. Like somebody threatened Deku's mom and like actually kills her, bro. I don't want to speak those words. I'm hesitating.
I know we've been talking about like this going on for a very long time, but listen, if they're already taking it to the point where this boy Deku Mama about to get written off, we might be. We might be in the signs of the end game.
No, well, I think we're at the midway point because it would be wild for them to take out Deku's mom, and then this is where we get to start seeing his dad show back up. Because we haven't seen his dad. All we know that he breathes fire, and that's it.
That boy, daddy in Hawaii right now.
Oh man,
that boy, daddy in Hawaii. He a fire breather down there. He living his life. He's surfing. He ain't worried about his son.
Oh man.
Hey, Japan coming on the news, he clicking it right off.
no, bro. We gotta have his dad show back up, dog. Oh man.
That is not showing up. That boy has showed up this whole time. Deku done been under how many distress attacks and his daddy ain't show up yet.
Bro, that is wild, bro.
That boy done crushed his arms into noodles multiple times. His daddy didn't show up to the hospital not once.
You gotta think this all happened within like the time span of 9 months, if that.
Hey, Deku's dad figured out he was quirkless and he was like, I knew the vibes were off. I knew the vibes were off.
Bro, we don't went to Deku slander.
Hey, Deku was quirkless. His dad was like, I knew it. I knew that boy was in mind.
Oh no. We done devolved into Deku slander, bro. Oh man.
Oh bro, listen, dog. His daddy in Hawaii right now heard Shido City in Japan. Click. Turn to the next channel. That boy watching Office for the 5th time today.
You're like, oh yeah, they'll be all right. I'll call over there tomorrow.
Man, he ain't even calling him. He don't got a single picture up.
Man.
He said his dad gonna show. His dad hasn't showed up this whole time. His daddy do not care.
Man. That's so hurtful, bro. I really think this is where we get introduced to the world, though. Like they naming all of these cities in Japan off, bro. I think like the world is gonna see this shit and they're gonna be like, all right, time to bring in the worldwide heroes. We got to put this on a global scale. You know, we just got All Might is All Might the number one hero in the world or just Japan?
I think just Japan, because I think each country has a different number one hero.
Then imagine the scale. Imagine the scale. If everybody just sees Japan and it's just like, oh yeah, they go on rampage. Like they have to call other nations' governments to send their heroes over because this is starting to become a worldwide. Like it could potentially be a worldwide pandemic. Like just imagine. Like
yeah, I mean, and listen, I'm excited to see what they do with this. I mean, they could do something fun. I am not ever skeptical of My Hero coming through with some banging shit. And you can't say that about many mangas, but like there's never a moment where I'm just like, damn, like they could kind of fuck this up next week. Like there's never a moment with My Hero where I ever feel like that. And I think that's what truly sets them apart from most other mangas.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited to see where it goes because it's really ramping up to like this first big climax, and
this is just as big as All for One versus One for All. So I'm excited, but let's get to why we're really here today. So if you guys have been paying attention to my very failed thread. Very failed. I'm not good at threads. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm not either.
Yeah, but if you guys have been paying attention, we've been reading our manga of the month, which is The Prince of Tennis, and we are here at the end of the month, and it has been a very, very fun month for me. I have thoroughly enjoyed reading this manga.
Man, but going between the anime and like reading the manga is really exciting to like just dive in, see all of these different characters, how they progress through their tournaments, and like how they each grow individually. Like, I really appreciate I really appreciate Prince of Tennis for what the story is trying to tell. In fact, like I just saw on Twitter today, like they're having like a new visual for the new Prince of Tennis, and I was like, bro, the fact that this manga can still put out new stuff, new content every once in a while, just for people to enjoy, it's really something special.
No, and it looks really good. I just even from the cover thing, I'm like, oh, I already know that they're going to this is going to be a very um it just exciting. Like that's like the one word I want to use to describe like this whole manga. I haven't watched the anime like you. I wasn't watching the anime. I was just reading the manga. But just the manga is just it's exciting. Like
Yeah,
they make a game, in tennis. And if anyone watches tennis in real life, tennis is a fast paced game. But since the stadiums are so quiet and everything, I don't think you really get to experience the energy that's really on the court.
yeah.
And I think this manga really just draws that energy and makes it such a, it makes it such a, brings it alive. Like it makes that energy is alive.
Yeah, it really conveys well like the sense of tennis from like if you're into the tennis world and you're a fan of tennis and you're diving into that world, you probably have a different outlook on it. Like people who watch basketball or people who watch baseball, like you and me, and like football, and how we're like naturally drawn to these crowds of energy just from like watching the games. But for tennis, for us, it's like it's a little bit it's fast paced, but it's like slow and it's not as engaging. But with Prince of Tennis, it gives off that sense of excitement that you would probably find with watching other types of sports. So I really appreciate Prince of Tennis for like being able to suck you in and just bring to life all of the different aspects of tennis and like the different ways to play and how people are reacting to their opponents in the matches and all the moves that they're using. It's bro, is wild.
Yes. So for those who have not read Prince of Tennis, it follows a young seventh grader named Ryoma who joins this powerhouse team. Ryoma has a secret. The fact that they kept this quote unquote secret the whole series until like the final chapter is absolutely amazing. For the simple fact is him and his dad have the same exact last name. And they're like, whose son is this? Wow, he reminds me of this old tennis guy. Yeah, he looks just and plays just like them. Like you didn't like think like, oh, it's the same last name, and two and two kind of go together here. But no, he's a son of this former tennis prodigy. He goes to his dad's old school, which is still a tennis powerhouse. He plays under his dad's old coach. And you follow the team on this journey of winning the national title. Here's one thing I really enjoy, and this is kind of just sports manga in general, is that they have to take these shonen tropes because they're for sports mangas they kind of put themselves in a box where they kind of have to do things like tournament arcs, and things like that. And they have to take these they have to take these tropes and they have to tell them in a way completely different than what people are really used to. And sometimes you see them go very realistic in terms of players and how kind of situations handle. Like I feel like Ace of the Diamond is one that is very realistic. Like you really watch, like even as like a baseball player, like you watch kind of the decision making in there, and it's like wow, like these are actual decisions that you would make in a game.
Exactly.
And things don't seem so over and not over exaggerate. I mean, it's always gonna be over exaggerated, but it's not over exaggerating a bit. So they, even though they're still shown they have to do these things, they go more realistic. One thing I like about Prince of Tennis is that they do the opposite. They lean so much into like, oh, word, we're gonna do a tournament arc. Like this is gonna be shonen. Like I'm about to like skip it. If it's gonna be shonen, like let's just go all the way there. Like there's power levels. There's fucking, people got special powers, special sets, all these different things. Like they're just like, you know what, skip it. We're gonna we're gonna be this, we're still gonna fall into this shonen box. We're gonna have to do these shonen things. We're just gonna let's go all the way shonen with it, and that's what I think made this so, like I said, exciting. Like it's so fast paced to read. Like I was reading, bro, like damn near 40 chapters a night. Like I could not put this down.
Oh man, that's crazy, man. I was sitting there watching the anime. Like, of course, the anime isn't as far as the manga, but like just watching it, like, and seeing how fast paced it is, and seeing all of these powers come to life. Like, I would say the anime adaptation in itself is not as strong as stuff like you would think it would be. Like, it's some of the stuff that you see that's typical of late 90s, early 2000s anime, where it's like, okay, they over exaggerate the shots a lot, but you can still tell it came out of the manga panel. So in itself of the anime, it's like, all right, I guess. But in the manga, as they're doing it, it's like, okay, no, this is actually a lot better. Like, I don't know why. I just think that the early 2000s anime adaptation was but all of these OVAs, on the other hand, I think that's the way to go.
I need to tap into the anime. I haven't watched the anime. I was reading strictly the manga the whole entire time.
Yeah.
All right. So who was your favorite character? Like at the end, not named Ryoma, because I feel like he ends up like being the favorite character because they just make him go so crazy at the end. The master of perfection, just man, like he's playing blind, deaf, no touch. Like, oh, sorry guys, spoiler alert if you haven't read it. I just went straight into the spoilers. But no, like okay, so outside of him, who was your favorite character?
Man, for me, it would have to be Kaido with his snake shot. I appreciate I don't know what it is, but he just broke the rules to me. He just broke the game. Everybody's like, but how do you hit a shot outside of the court? Like, is that even legal? Like, what are you doing? Like, this man literally hit the ball in a 180 boomerang direction. And every time he talks, he's just like everything with the S at the end. I don't know. It's just something about him. I appreciate about Kaido, bro.
Yeah, I very much enjoy this character. I think this is. I mean, one thing they did well throughout this is you really get involved with each character's growth. Especially just how the game of tennis is played and how the tournaments are, where it's like one match at a time. So you're really diving into the match. Now, the matches in here definitely followed a script. There was a clear-cut script that they followed each and every match. It's you go up 4, it's 4-0, and then they come back, and then you get into a little tiebreaker, or like someone someone wins the last clutch game and it's match set. Or it's they're trading off the whole time. Like that's the only thing. But no, Kyle, he was a really dope character. I like how they I like how he just changed and developed throughout the story. Just seeing him, be a singles player, and you just see his tenacity as a singles player, him have to move into a doubles player.
Yeah.
And then you see him kind of like in a sense, like it hurt his ego a bit because he's like, what? Like I'm a singles player. I don't do doubles. And the fact that his first doubles match has to be like with his team rival. And then you see him, become this actually very solid doubles player within the story that, the coach can always count on.
Exactly. But that ties into their backstory about the fact that I think they're in the same grade. It's just how they introduce all of these different characters and how they're like cohesive. You even see that with opposite teams. Like some of the teams have like terrible coaches, and so they defected from both the coaching staff and the players, their older players, until they could make their own team. And it's like you see all of these different players and all of their characters and how they're interweaved and like what they're striving for by being a part of these tournaments. And it's you only when you're a part of these things as a kid, I feel like for a lot of folks who are like athletes when they're kids, they just like see these tournaments as like, I'm just here trying to be the best. I just want to be, what I'm saying? I don't really care about everybody else. I'm only here for my team because I only know what we've been through. But then you see like with Prince of Tennis, how everybody kind of thinks the same way and all like how everybody's, developed within themselves as a part of their own communities, just to be at this one moment, just so that they can get the glory and bring the shine home for their people. It's great, bro. I think Prince of Tennis does that really well, and I kind of like this. I really gravitate to this.
Yeah, definitely. I think They pump fake Fudamine so much. Bro, you kept thinking that they was gonna be Sishu again, and they were getting smoked like the round before each time. They're like, yo, we finally gonna get our revenge. We finally gonna get our revenge.
Every
They the dark
time.
horse every time, bro. They got that one chance to play them, got beat, and then it was just kind of like, oh well. That's what I mean. They did that throughout the whole thing. I'm trying to what was the jungle kid name?
Sheesh. I can't even think of his name.
I mean, listen, the fact that we never got him and Ryoma in a real game, yeah, man, they did a lot of setting up just to be like, that's not really happening. Like, yank, kick back, like, got you. But I do agree with you of just it was cool because you really do get invested, not even with just the one team. You get invested with all the teams. I mean, shit, there's even teams that you end up not liking and like other things that you just get involved with the story as a whole. And I think that's just a fun thing about it. I mean, there's a lot of reoccurrence, there's a lot of reoccurring teams and characters and matches and themes, but how even new teams and things are introduced and the different, like I said, man, this is like a really shonen thing. So like each player had their own special technique, or like two had the same technique. Like it's cool to see like the power matches, who's more stronger, and now they gotta like dig deep and they're just like smashing the ball like back and forth. And in the was it the finals or the semifinals when this is how I knew that they were just like, all right, we're about to go all the way in. When all right, I gotta get to school. It was in the national semifinals when they were having the power match, and he hits it back, and he hits the 12th gate of Ryuki or whatever, and he smashes it, and he smashes dude into the stands, and he has to walk down the stands, get back onto the court, and then play again. Like they were like, no, we're just gonna go all the way there. Like we got full blown power levels now, man. Like they went full deep into it, man. Like this was a violent manga too. Like there was a lot of they got the martial arts students who are like doing martial arts and incorporated with their tennis. You got one player that was just on there strictly wanting to fight. Like that's all he wanted to do the whole time. He was like, I just want to fight. I'm gonna fight you with the tennis ball. I'm just gonna keep hitting the tennis ball at you so it can hit you. Like man, I'm telling you, like I think that's just what makes it great though, is the fact that they go full shonen. The fact that they just go, you know what, we're not gonna hide this, because I think if they try to go serious with it though, I feel they had to do this. Because if they had to go serious with the tennis, it would not been as fun.
Yeah.
If they went the more serious route with it. And the fact that they did this I think it was a great decision, because it once again it adds that kind of hidden factor, that hidden energy that tennis has. Because once again, if you watch tennis live, it's a very quiet sport. Like you literally hear the players on the court grunting. Like there's not cheers, there's not any of that. And the fact that but tennis, and tennis is like a damn near, it really is a superhuman ass sport. Like
it really is.
Hitting something like with a tennis racket as fast as they hit it, like come on, bro. Like you trying to hit something going 120 miles per hour. Like
you have to do like split steps to like
they have legit superhuman ability, and the fact that they just really kind of just tap into that and just like, no, we're just gonna bolster this. Like we're gonna turn that all the way up. Like the realistic, this was really like a video game like manga. Like this was tennis streets. Like that's what we were watching. But man, it was. Man. That's what made it so fun. That's what made this so enjoyable to me.
Oh man, it's wild. I really want to see this. I really want to see like a resurgence. Well, it's about to have a slight resurgence. It's still in the ether. Oh man, Prince of Tennis is really fire. I didn't even like. It's something about sports anime and sports manga in general that just like brings out the best in like all of these different things. And even though they just are the most shonen things that you can have, like the fact that they're more relatable and down to earth.
Yeah. Man. like once again, they are stuck where they have to do shonen things. Like
Yeah,
tropes, arcs, all of that have to be a certain way because sports are a very limited thing. It's like
but it's very
you either
it,
have a season or you have a tournament.
exactly, but it's like it does the formula because it's so easy. I think it's easier to write that because you already have the layout. You kind of know what you want. If you set it in the high school, it's like, okay, you have the high school kid or the junior high kid who wants to be the best, or he has something unique about him that not a lot of people use in the game. So they emphasize on that. Like for Ryoma, it's the fact that he can use the split step. He can use both of his hands. He has so many different things in his arsenal, and it's like a splitting image of his dad, and his dad was that powerful. It's just like he has these many different things. He's the shonen protagonist, so he's just like powerful in that regard. But like it does it so well because it's something that you know we as humans or like a kid probably like around that age could probably attempt to pull off if they were a fan. Like it's not that far out of the realm of reality.
Yeah, I like how they made him very strong, but didn't make him like too like OP. Like
Yeah,
he was like there were other really really good players that were right up at the level that he was at.
exactly,
So it was cool to see like he's really good, but also like this guy is really good too. So it made it seem much more even, and I think that's what made it like you said like very relatable or kind of you're able to. It doesn't feel as shonen because it's like as strong as this one guy is, there's another person that is just as strong. Then like
exactly,
they're telling this tennis match, but there's also like these deeper stories connected with it. You see guys playing with injuries. You see like especially with their older guys, you see some of them guys being like, "Listen, this is the last time I'm ever going to play tennis in my life." And
exactly,
that's a real thing though. Like especially for athletes, like they know, like a lot of athletes know when their last game is, and to see them kind of like, this is my last game, and I'm just gonna give it my all this last game, and just give it all this last try, and to see like even win or lose, to see them just be like, to give that all, and for them to be able to step away from the game, in a sense, content with themselves, like that's something that like guys can relate to. Like there's relatable characters on every end if in especially if you're an athlete and a sports player, like you can see yourself or your role that you ever had to play as a player in at least one character. So
exactly,
they definitely attempt to touch on all points of here's this prodigy who continues to go on and go further and becomes the best in the world, but here's also this other prodigy who, due to a freak accident, he's still very very good, could probably still go very like on, but it doesn't end up happening because of this. They go they go so many different routes. They tell so many different stories. They have so many different angles, but they make them weave so beautifully and synchronize them together. Synchronize like my favorite character, Edgy, who's the coldest in this piece. The coldest. Shout out to acrobatic tennis. My boy was doing tennis and doing backflips, backhand springs, doing 360 turns. I'm talking about breakdancing on the court. Talk to my guy, nice with the Nelly band-aid, on the face.
Hey, yo, that man was breakdancing on the court though, for real.
Bro,
Like
he was breakdancing on the court. I never seen doubles tennis look so cold in my life, bro. When they cracked out the synchro, oh, I went up. I popped. I went up. I threw the book. I said, "Oh no!" Threw it up. I threw it up like that Bobby Shmurda hat, boy.
He ain't never come back down.
Yeah, never come back down. I was like, "Yo!" That was, man, a great moment. Okay, so I'm done. I'm done a little bit with the praise. There's a couple things though that I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna say, but it showed me that there's one thing I truly hate in manga.
Oh man, what is it?
Catchphrases. I think catchphrases are so fucking stupid.
I'm kind of on board with you right there.
Catchphrases are so stupid. I think catchphrases
you still got a ways to go.
Still got a ways to go.
Yeah. Oh man.
Where are some other ones in there, man? Those are Man, listen, I don't like catchphrases. Catchphrases are bad. Like catchphrases for me are a dialogue cop out. You didn't know what the fuck to write right there, so you were like, "I'm gonna give him a catchphrase."
Oh man, you just reminded me of like Naruto saying "believe it." Oh man,
Man, listen, him, Cinco's dumb catchphrase. I hate it.
10 billion.
10 billion%. Shut up. Over exaggerating all the
man.
time. Man, listen, I might make a list of worst catchphrases, worst anime catchphrases. I want y'all to tweet me these. Tweet me your like least favorite manga or anime catchphrase because I hate them all. I hate them all.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see Plus Ultra in there. The number one.
Okay. Plus Ultra gets a pass because Plus Ultra is used in Plus Ultra moments when they're like, like. Roma would be drinking a can of soda and he'd be like, "You still got a ways to go." You're like, what is okay, Bradley Cooper face? I hate catchphrases.
Oh man.
They're just pointless. They like I said, they feel like a dialogue.
They're a way to like make the character a little bit more endearing and like make them a little bit more memorable. Some of them are kind of okay. A lot of them are.
Did you enjoy the ending? How they ended it?
I didn't get to the ending because I was still reading watching the anime, so I gotta go back and read the ending.
All right, you're not gonna like the ending. I'm gonna be real.
I'm gonna say this. I heard like because it's not the real ending because they have the new Prince of Tennis or whatever out. Like that might be the extension. So
I mean, I haven't read the new Prince of Tennis yet.
Yeah, I mean, I got to catch up on that. So it's like I think that would be the the ending. But then again, there's a whole new anime coming out about something, so I don't even know. Like,
hey, listen, it looks good. I'm excited for it. Like, man, this is the Prince of Tennis. It gets the big eyes stamp of approval. It gets the stamp. Big eyes. We are promoting and we get behind the Prince of Tennis. Well, we didn't even talk about the most important part before I even said that. The fits. How we not talk about the fits? The fits was the best part. The
drip from each school is fantastic, dog.
The drip is immaculate. Each school got drip. I have never met so many swaggy schools in my life.
All the students, like not every student. There are some students that are just like.
Now there's a couple dusty joints, but I mean every school got dusty. Every school, every hood, everybody got dusty in their circle. Just one. It's everybody got dusty. Except RNC. RNC ain't got no dusty.
Oh yeah, nah.
RNC never. But no, the fits, man, were immaculate. Like for real. Like I love the whole Fila fit. I love the sweaters. I love the track suits, man.
Yep.
Listen, man. They went crazy with the art. Like they really did. They went all the way in. I need to watch the anime now. Because I know when they pull out things like the boomerang or the twist serve and all these things, I know all these joints just look absolutely insane.
It's a difference.
Don't tell me they went all realistic with it.
No. It's not that. It's just you could tell it's like from the early 2000s. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay. I feel it. Ah, man. Hey, yo, they need to go to Hunter x Hunter route. Just redo it. Just remake the whole thing. Just don't give up in the middle of us. Please come back. Hunter. I'm begging you.
We need you. The fact that like all the other stuff is ending. I was also watching some Hunter x Hunter this week. Like I was going back and watching all of that. So like, please come back. Like,
hey, listen, everybody should rewatch the York New arc.
Yes,
once a month.
Please. Oh my God. The whole Requiem. Oh,
hey, listen. Rewatch that arc one time, and we got some fun Hunter x Hunter themes coming up soon. Wink, 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 wink. Stay tuned. Wink, wink. but man, like we said, the Prince of Tennis is a very fun read. It's even at 379 chapters, it felt like a breeze because of just how much it just kept me engaged. With everything, even like the quote unquote fillers didn't even like even the fillers felt at least some type of they made sense and like they
It
felt
was
like
like
a good breaks. There are great breaks in between things.
yeah, they still like introduce like they're still students. It's like school life,
Yeah,
stuff. It's all that stuff. So I appreciate them for doing that.
definitely, me too. But man, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of the Big Eyes Podcast. As always, man, follow the Lookout RNC. We're one stop shop, all anime and manga stuff. We got just man things after things after things coming. So man, stay tuned. Follow, subscribe, IG, Twitter, wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow RNC Radio, where that's man, we got everything there. So follow RNC Radio, subscribe to RNC Radio Live. Where like I said, we gotta. If there's a podcast you're looking for that you're trying to fill a void in, I'm 1,000% sure that we got it. Sports, anime, manga, wrestling, movies, TV, like bro, we got it. So make sure that you guys go follow and subscribe. Once again, thank you guys so much, and well, what's our sign out, AD?
Read more manga, watch more anime. Please drink more water.
Thank you. You already know, man. Thank you guys again. Peace.